Morning, everyone. It is 8:43 on this end of the week Friday, and I'm glad to see it go. We had two little bits of economic news, housing starts and permits. Both came in better than expected. Housing starts were up 1.9%. That's 1,372,000 versus an estimate of 1,350,000. Permits up 1.1% at 1,487,000. That's down from the post-pandemic high of 1,532,000 2 months ago, but is still a reasonably healthy number. Um, when the news came out, the Dow had been up about 120, Nasdaq up 7, and the S&P up 12. We rallied up to 160 higher, currently 134 and a half higher in the Dow. The S&Ps got up as high as up 16. They're now back to up 12. And the Nasdaq is up about 19. So a little bit of a rally on those numbers, nothing overwhelming. A little bit of information versus yesterday. Uh, AMAT, which was down about 8.5, is trading this morning 143.90. That's down 10.91. And besides their poor guidance, they are also under investigation by the government, having to do with um, sending some of those more high powered banned chips to China. Rost stores is about the same place. It had a solid beat. We were 127 this morning. We're 127.40. That's up seven and a quarter or 6%. Gap, though, had a surprise gain and good guidance. And yesterday it was trading around 15.30, and that was up about dollar 67. This morning it continues higher, 1634 up 267 or 20%. Alibaba, which was down 9% yesterday, is down another $2.50 or 2.8%. BJ's had earnings this morning. They beat, but some of the metrics were a little soft. Same store sales guidance was a little lower, and so we are 64.20, and that's down $3.40 or 5%. Another one that I just want to mention to you, that I mentioned last night, SGD. Last night I told you it had gone from basically 1046, the all-time high on day one, all the way down to 38 cents. Yesterday it was up as high as $6.15 and closed 303, up 520. 531, 531%. This morning it is again higher. The high has been 1030, so that was a pretty strong beat. We're getting pretty close to new all-time high. However, no news, no information, absolutely nothing to see. It was spun off from its main company. And the high today, as I said, 1030. The last is 773, and that's up 470 or another 151%. Asia and Europe are both higher. As far as the futures, commodity futures, we have the grains slightly lower. We have the oil gaining back about $1.20, back to 74.23. Nat gas down another nickel, gold up 440, and silver up a 15.7, so 16 cents, and up about a penny and a half on copper. Uh, the dollar is down 26 cents, which is the, going to be low. That's going to be lower on the week for the first time in a while. We have Bitcoin regaining 485. It was down 1,780 yesterday, and in fact had been almost $3,500 higher than where we find on the range. Ethereum up $8, and the bonds up for 30 seconds or 1/8. All right, folks. Hope everyone has a great weekend, and I will be back on Monday.